Fast forward, in come out our channel so AG Politics Avenue. Podcast our training because make headlines. And a jumbre na EDB Exum, Ewaha, and idiom in a Braximus, and a Kanya. So we must subscribe to the channel. Hit notification bell so share now out of 4 accounts so answer into me and KB. Now, you're more in a political highway cinema. You're more every man. A lawyer N.DC-Tamakloe, a MPA boss. Na a matching in dam. The court issues needed or you be a Udima Kotinepa or any assembly to a crime. Now, open Aje Emre Abra Obo in Chimo, Kwanya Court Faswa, Omo Etimi awarded a cost of 10,000 Ghana City against a year matching in dam. Onya Yambo Ingram na Yenje a year in Simon in Chimo, Abra open Quantrafono, and so Ajembre na or with the court proceedings on a year Kpandai, a year election rerun. Yambo Ingra in Simon, Shannon Sumam say I have seen AGH Politics Avenue. Memory say Obija comment under the comment section. Yamisha on your say why is a amami. Yanko a story.
Ocean is deposition now. Make I say ocean is depositions now. Okay, in the deposition say the day of the Gazette, 6th January 2025. In the NDC candidate who Sanan also okay. Say 6th January, yeah. And that is the date you think was the Gazette notification, yeah. The rule says I have 21 days. In that 21 days now, all can one no. I'm still within the range, even if you calculate from the 6th of January. That's what I mean by what here.
Meet your pa, honorable.
Good. In the NDC candidate, no, quickly, or withdraw the initial petition. Or file it, because now the respondent agrees to say a 6th January and not 24th December. So based on that, you withdraw your initial petition. You withdraw now, of course, you say, you can't just withdraw like that. Cancel. So I am awarding cost. I think it was 10,000 cedis. Share what back cost without blah blah blah. No, you pay what they mean using colloquially a cost or penalty of 10,000 Ghana cedis. And yes, you okay. If you withdraw, now that you say a 6th January, we are still within the 21 days. And I file a fresh petition. And the fresh petition now file High Court, SSA, Obibekande issue down for trial. NDC for witnesses Ebra. Electoral Commission for witnesses Ebra. M.Nyindam also for witnesses Ebra. And now, judge go through a full trial. A full trial. If the judge go through a full trial now, on man the decision, a Koba say, said you, Yenya M.Nyindam. Now a Koba say, Yen declare the seat is vacant. Now, ye order for re-election or rerun of the election. The aftermath of it, is a matter of public record. And from nowhere, now M.Nyindam said, no. The proper date for the Gazette, a year 24th December. The original date now, NDC candidates no AUZ, that is the proper date of the Gazette. And not the 6th January now, on Onobeka High Court judge now, what deposit to affidavit. That is not it. That's why this is where it gets intriguing. Because what in our call High Court judge Ewo Tamale, Ewo say the initial petition NDC candidate no mountain, premature. And because it is premature, you think A, B, C, D ought to be done. In the year, withdraw your petition. And I file a fresh one. Based on the new date now, what the court say, that should be the date that the court should be using, and not the 24th. I say, based on that, your 6th January, you bring in a fresh action. Which a fresh action, you litigate your judgment about. Now, since the judgment didn't go in your favor, why a 360 degrees say, oh, that 24th December now, NDC candidate you using here, that is actually the proper date, and not your 24th, and not the 24th winner NDC candidate, at the buyer. And I say, what's that? What is happening? You can't eat your cake and still have it. Well, in our day application at the bar court, at the catch court to say, the date for Gazette is 6th January. And in fact, that's funny. We share affidavit now, or yeah now. On Lancaster, Ejna Mu can say, oh, as far as he is concerned, the 6th January, that is the proper date for the Gazette notification. And we said, okay, if this is what you are saying, since we are within time, we will withdraw the petition, and the court awarded cost against us. Based on that cost implication, in Aja, you two and among, Obeka say, yeah, then, in your two, sir. Now, also on one affidavit now, or the bar court now, this is essentially what he says, and I just want to read for our listeners. Paragraph 8 of the affidavit in support of the motion to strike out, sworn to by M.Nyindam himself, or to quote, that available records show that the parliamentary election results of the December 7th, 2024 election nationwide, including that of Kpandai constituency, were published in the Gazette or gazetted by the Electoral Commission on 6th January 2025. Attached here to and marked as Exhibit JS3 is a copy of the page of the Gazette notification of the parliamentary election results. Show is even profound. That list shall be sought to send the soft copy of the full Gazette to this court. Paragraph 8 of Onwa Ne affidavit in support of the motion to strike out the petition as premature. It is based on this way, in fact, also the Gazette notification that he attached, INA Exhibit JS3 now, it says Ghana Gazette, 6th January 2025, Electoral Commission Ghana, detailed parliamentary election results, date of region, northern region, SN number, name of candidate, M.Nyindam, Daniel Nsala Wakpa, and Donko Eric Nipani, and Obiani result. It is based on this now NDC candidate will say, okay, so what plan for the affidavit? Your preposition is the and we call so that I can reach out. So it was on this basis now judge no make judgment. Now M.Nyindam now goes to court to say, sir, Daddy, Date for the Gazette, 24th December. And by the reckoning, that would also mean that it is within the 21 days after the election. December 7th, into 24th December. Which a timeline now, Electoral Commission, or see this is the Gazette way. So, for all intents and purposes, and based on good faith, bona fide, yeah, can I say okay, we will mount the petition based on your 6th January. After judgment, no court here will be and now go Supreme Court. That be Supreme Court, that be. The truth of the matter, say, the Gazette date is December 24th. And because it is December 24th, I judge the four. At the time, my NDC candidate mounted the second petition, 21 days now per month. And so, to the extent that 21 days upon Hunong, any petition filed after the 21 days is considered incompetent. If the petition is incompetent, then you cannot mount a successful judgment on it. Because then, the jurisdiction of the High Court was not properly invoked.
Now, me learned judges at the Apex Court. One more answer the working chronology of these events now leading to say the High Court can't say woman got to a ban from.
In fact, that is one of the things we want to read in the judgment. Almost said the judgment will be available in February. I personally want to know how the Supreme Court resolved the timeline issues. I want to know how the majority decided that, okay, notwithstanding the affidavit in support of the motion to strike out the original petition, notwithstanding the fact that M.Nyindam Nankasa and the High Court swore to, it's like he's taking an oath and said this is what it is. And based on that, A, B, C, D has been taken. It's based on that, the petition was premature. I want to know how the respected justices of the Supreme Court, the majority, resolved the issues of timeline. Because the whole case before the Supreme Court was on timeline. It is either the Supreme Court accepts the 24th December or the Supreme Court accepts the 6th January. M.Nyindam Nankasa at the bar court no. But you see, much earlier, there was a previous decision of the Supreme Court, in the case of the Republic versus High Court, Koforidia, I think it's a contempt matter involving Nyaminia, the late Yaokumi Ernest. May his soul rest in peace. Into usher the case of the Republic versus High Court 3, Koforidia. Expertise and Yaokumi, applicant Henry Boate Yado, first interested party. Electoral Commission, second interested party. The Clerk of Parliament, third interested party. Again, by a majority decision comprising Professor Mensah Bonsu, Gaiwu Kofi, Ajay Frimpong, my Lord Ajay Frimpong, in the throw the decision.
Council,
Your brother, once again, they say you can disagree with the court, but that is the only thing you can do. And if there is an avenue, say, Ubechimi Akohaya, you can explore those avenues. Brakwame, Metnia can say, Enwa, Supreme Court by a 4-1 majority decision. I can say, Omoni, the MP for Kpandai, Honorable M.Nyindam, Sebi, on remaining as the Member of Parliament elect for the good people of Kpandai. Kwame, some interest, said M.Nyindam, the papa and the air concomani, but the mammy in Chumruni, so Nza.
One papa na Nyindam.
Nyindam, MP for Kpandai, Nyindam.
Wow, minimum.
And the mammy in Chumruni.
Okay.
The one who said Oti region is one of the major tribes in Chumrufo.
Chumrufo, yeah, no.
The part if the northern region and the part is so I work close with Oti.
Okay.
Now, Kwame, when you say Kpandai, a traditional NDC seat.
Sana a history in its own.
Oh yeah, a traditional NDC seat. Into Shaya for a long time. I think for 20 years. Now NDC in the Daso. At that time, the late Honorable Kojo Taya Likbalimo in an MP. For your MP now, I think for 20 years. The only person put me a breaking that jeans. M.Nyindam. And Osha Kpandai a typical Konkomba Nanumba in Chumuru community. What does it? Now, because Ono ne maame akoye ntumuru ni na ne papa akoye konkoma ni ntino with me into the NDC base nti na akoye so wakonya advantage kakra bi wo ono nti wo hwe ya obeye MP na obiti taya le parlement na yebeji ye seat bio in 2024 waya sade no wa beche mu bio na no na abato no wie ye no na ye kan ti o ye ne nya adwen nti as usual ya invoke the High Court jurisdiction to hear an election petition. Abraham, this is where it gets interesting. Inti based on a 24th December purported gazette of the election result. And Kwame, take the timeline very way. 24th December.
24th December.
2024. Electoral Commission at the gazette be at the buy. That gazette no ye jina so no any file a parliamentary election petition because which article 94 and PNDC law 284 representation of the people's law. I can say who bet me the parliamentary election petition at the about 21 days after the gazette of the election and not before. Indeed, the Supreme Court in several cases can say when you file a parliamentary election petition prior to the gazette notification, the action will be considered premature and will therefore be struck out.
Yeah, because the gazette here won't mean
court.
Sure.
Intiemo, based on that 24th December purported gazette, Brakwame, court at the High Court in Senator Tamale. But now, court in Tamale, no. Ina Unrindam, a man, a lawyer for a filing a motion or notice, raising preliminary legal objection. Preliminary legal objection. What was the nature of the objection? The objection is to the effect is say the NDC candidates no abaccord premature, and that the actual gazette 6 January 2025, and so the date on that gazette notification is 6 January 2025. And so, based on the argument he made in court, per the motion now of filing, not the okay in say 6 January 2024, in the date for the Gazette there, and the action mounted by the NDC candidate at the High Court in Tamale was premature. Macho Teniyo. NDC candidate knew who he are. In fact, he filed a motion, and accompanying the motion was an affidavit. That affidavit, or no, M.Nyindam Ankasa in the deposit to the affidavit, and he took an oath.
We ain't some of the channel so, Mammy, and I was so Jimmy Ewa, the Senate so body, Eddie Adumbi Edumania. Only in some room, not young smoke and song.